What up, fight fans, and welcome back to the MMA channel with me, Marisol. Today, we are going to be talking about Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier 3. I am so excited for the fights this weekend, not only because of this trilogy fight, but also there's so many other amazing fights on the card. But of course, today, in this video, we're going to be talking about who I think is going to come out victorious in this trilogy match. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, let's go ahead and do a quick recap. So in the very first fight, we saw Conor McGregor come in with the win via knockout in the very first round. And then in the second fight, in the second round, we saw Dustin Poirier come in with the win with a knockout. So beautiful to see that. I'm sure Poirier felt this like a redemption in that win by essentially winning the same way that he had lost previously. It's beautiful to witness. I actually was unable to see the second fight live for whatever reason. ESPN Plus was just not functioning properly that evening for me. So I did not get to see it, which means I saw it much more recently. And actually, I rewatched the first fight and then just like back to back saw the second fight. So I got to see this beautiful evolution in the way in which Dustin Poirier approached these fights with Conor. So I think that evolution is definitely going to play into his favor in this coming fight, along with many other things that I'm going to get into. But let's go ahead and just off the bat, my prediction, I say that Dustin Poirier is going to win this fight. So when we break that down, like I said, we have this beautiful evolution, definitely confidence coming into this fight because he won the last one. So he has that with him as well. And then overall, he just has so many more tools than Conor McGregor to utilize and to gain the victory. So like many have already said, and I definitely agree, if this fight ends early, chances are it's going to be Conor McGregor. That's just how it happens. Conor McGregor tends to win his fights in the first and second round. And then, of course, if we exit those rounds, then yeah, chances are it will be Dustin Poirier becoming victorious. However, Dustin Poirier did win in the second round last time. And like I said before, beautiful evolution, many more tools, and the confidence coming into this fight. So when we look at this evolution that I've been talking about, we go ahead and rewatch. If you want to, go ahead and look at that first fight. We see Dustin Poirier. He's a bit stiff, not really moving around a lot, and almost just very cautious in approaching that fight with Conor McGregor. Then in the second fight, we see a much more proactive, a much more agile Dustin Poirier. We even see him get a takedown in the very first round. Unfortunately, he was not able to keep Conor McGregor down, but it was a beautiful takedown to witness. And then again, with that confidence, with that agility and much more proactivity, we saw him get a lot of leg kicks as well, and then eventually corner Conor McGregor and get that knockout. So take that along with the other tools, because now we see that he has the chops to stand with Conor McGregor. He can definitely do that. He has the power to knock him out as well. And then the fact that he is a phenomenal grappler, has a much better grappling background than Conor McGregor, as Dustin Poirier is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And lest we not forget, Dustin Poirier put Khabib in a triangle choke. He did that. He didn't win. Khabib was able to get out of it, but he struggled to get out of it. So how are we going to have this man who has phenomenal grappling abilities to challenge and threaten Khabib, and he's not going to potentially use that disadvantage against Conor McGregor? I would hope he does, but if we take that tidbit of information, then we can definitely see that we have a much more well-rounded fighter in Dustin Poirier, and essentially we have someone who is dangerous on his feet, dangerous on the ground. Conor McGregor should have practiced his takedown defense, and actually I do think that this time around he will be prepared, much more prepared for those takedowns than say previously. It just makes sense given the fact that he's already actually mentioned leading up to this, basically saying like who can first one, some kind of a threat, basically saying like first one to take it to the ground is like a wuss or whatever. I'll see if I can find the tweet. I'll put it up here. But clearly he's a little bit scared about going to the ground. That's what that means to me. I think it makes sense that he would be, but ultimately, given the fact that Dustin Poirier has so many more tools in order to gain this victory, I do think that he will be victorious in the end. And quite frankly, it just makes sense. It just makes sense to me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think I'm right? Do you agree? Or do you think that Conor McGregor is going to figure it out and get that win, maybe even earlier? He'll surprise us, maybe the way he did with when he fought Cowboy. That was crazy. But I think that Poirier is going to come up victorious. Ultimately, I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to follow me on my other social media where I post much more frequently. Definitely on Instagram. I'm always on my stories. And I post other like analyses and predictions on my TikTok as well. So that'll be linked down below. And of course, if you have not subscribed, make sure to do so. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.